About to go live, about to go live, about to go la 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 la. I'm about to go la 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 la. Hmm. Oh, wireless charging pads are my favorite. I miss wireless charging. I missed that trend. But now that I can do it, it feels cool. I feel like I'm so late to the party. I'm 10 years late. That's fine. All right, everybody. All right. Getting a chilly one started. Getting a chilly, 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 chilly one. Chilly one. Sip a beer, sip two beers, crack a beer, crack a beer. Mm, 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 mm. We kicking going like the night. We kicking on a lie. We gonna watch Stanley Cup playoff hockey tonight. Hockey tonight. Stuart Skinner. He's starting for the Oilers. Is that a good decision or that's failure? Who knows if the Golden Knights will come back? You're down 1-2 in that series. Down 1-2 in this series. Golden Knights. Gotta get serious tonight. They're gonna pack up their stuff and start golfing all during this summer. Whoa, we kicking ready to go. Whoa, none of this makes any sense, but I'm in that mood. I'm in that mood. Start this hockey game. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hockey game has started. We kicking, right. Here, the game just started. We kicking. Let's watch how it goes tonight. There's up to nothing in this series. This is a make or break series. If the Golden Knights don't come back, then it's all over for them. It will be over for them. It will be over for them. For them. It's gonna be over for them. Bow. Hey everybody, how's it going? I gotta get some cards out for tonight. I gotta get Dude, I don't even know. I haven't really even heard of Nudgekin's name being spoken at all during these playoffs on some real stuff. I really haven't heard Nudgekin's name said like at all. But as we start this hockey game, everybody, the oh my gosh, I said New York Oilers, the Edmonton Oilers are starting Skinner. I wonder if are they playing both Skinners? Are they that insane, or are they just playing one Skinner? Because they they were losing when they played Skinner, and when they switched to Picard, they started winning. And now they're like, we're gonna switch back, and everyone's like, why? And they're like, we don't even know. And like, you should probably figure that out. And they're like, oof, yeah, we probably should. There we go. Show off some of the guys for tonight. And I gotta grab the remote from the television. All right, we got it. We're good to go, everybody. I'm good to go. I gotta get my hockey stuff set up for my skull woes. Here come the Oilers. Hyman gonna get it across. Kane behind the net. Now, this is a very unique matchup that we have going on tonight with the Oilers versus the Golden Knights. The Oilers have came back 6 times in a row to win. So they're on this crazy like comeback spree where they just keep coming back and winning the hockey game. And for whatever reason, they switched goalies. I don't know why they do that. Centering attempt for the Oilers, but it didn't go in. Now it's the Golden Knights. That was not true. It was the Oilers. It was the Oilers. But yeah, so right now the Oilers, they're on this crazy comeback spree, and they're just I don't want to say unbeatable, but they're using all their hockey magic up. I feel like, and I don't think it's going to get them to the end of the playoffs. The Oilers are not winning the Stanley Cup. They're not winning the Stanley Cup. I feel they're close. Not this season though. I think they're at least one or two more seasons out. I don't know if Nudgkins got an assist last game. I'll have to. I'll have to look at that. Pulling up the scores right now. NHL. Oh, Wolves are playing right now. Where's that puck going? It's out of the Oilers zone. And now we're in the Oilers arena. The Golden Knights lost at home. They got kind of embarrassed with these comebacks, honestly. They went up 2-0 in the first game, and then they ended up losing like 2-4 or something like that. And then they ended up losing in overtime in the second game. So they need this game. If they lose this game, it's over for them because teams don't come back from being down 3 games to none. Winning 4 hockey games in a row is a very difficult thing to do. Not to mention that you're in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So being in the playoffs, these games are already more difficult than the average game, right? So coming back 0-3 games, it's legitimately impossible. I think it's been done like 5 or 6 times. It's one of those things that like it's almost like never happened. It's something that you can count, I'm pretty sure, on one hand. So far, it is a very slow offensive game right now. The Golden Knights only have 1 shot. The Oilers have 2 shots. About 4.5 minutes gone from the first period. Golden Knights need this game. Not only to like stay in, I mean, it's just such a pivotal game. And for the Oilers, I think it would be a very unique statement to the league saying, hey, we've won 7 games in a row. We're kind of unstoppable right now. And for the Golden Knights, if they get swept, I think that would be insane. I think that would be actually insane. Here we go. Vegas Golden Knights offensive face-off. Offensive zone face-off. So for the cards that we got for tonight, everybody, for some of the players, we got Mark Stone, captain of the Vegas Golden Knights, right wing. Of course, he was scoring in the first game. Jack Eichel, he got turned and burned in last game by Connor McDavid. Or was it Draisaitl? I forgot. I think it was Draisaitl. I don't have Thomas Hurdle as a Golden Knight yet, but I have him as a Sharky. That was the prior team he was on, and he looks mighty fine in a Sharky jersey. And then, of course, Leon Draisaitl helped completely destroy the Golden Knights last game with that 2-on-1 situation. Stuart Skinner, the goalie that was their main goalie, did end up losing his net to Pickard, but for whatever reason, he's been reinstated. And then Nudgkin's another one of their first overall picks. Yeah, it's a weird thing. He's a first overall pick, and he never gets spoken about. Those are some of our more key players to the game, everybody. Those are the players that you're going to hear me talk about a lot tonight. So keep your ears open for that. As Stone centers the puck for Barbashev, Skinner holds on to the puck. And honestly, I don't want to say I'm scared for the Golden Knights, but I honestly just feel that I don't believe I don't think they have it in them. I don't think they have it in them. I think the Golden Knights are losing this game. All right, backyard kid. I'm so sick of the Knights winning all the time. Let McJesus get his ring, damn it. Lady Ridricks. Didn't Nudgkins get assists last game? I already read that one. You're so cool. I read it twice for you, Lady Ridricks. I don't know. McJesus can get his ring, but what team should he get his ring with? I think he should join the Minnesota Wild and get it with Kaprizov. We'll take McJesus. We'll take care of Jesus. I'm not sure. It's a good question. Good question. Come on, commercial break end. I want more hockey. I want more hockey. Come on, Bart. Bring us our hockey, Bart. A royal flush. Some Oiler Yetis. A lot of crazy hockey fans. A lot of happy fans there. A lot of different groups there. People wearing helmets. Man, it's so cool. Hockey's such a great environment. You can like cosplay at a hockey game. It's pretty cool. You can like cosplay at a hockey game. I think that's actually really neat. Oilers look like they're gonna win that face off, and now it's back in the Golden Knights zone. What you gonna do? What's going on, refs? High stick? Who won it? Golden Knights win the faceoff, but they instantly turn the puck over in their own offensive zone to, of course, McJesus. Bouchard shoots it, 85-mile-an-hour slap shot, and now Jack Eichel, he's going to get it out of the zone. He gets the puck again. He gets the shot, but he's a little bit too far past the goalie to actually get a decent shot on net. Stone, Barbashev, and Eichel all doing what they can. Three shots so far for the Golden Knights. They got to try so hard in this hockey game if they want to do anything. Here they come, McDavid. Sets them up. He sets up Corey Perry. And he scores! Right on center stage. Corey Perry with the feed from Mick Jesus. Scores! Here it comes. And once you saw McDavid get that much time, you're just like, he's going to find somebody. Oilers fan with the drum. That's so funny. Outside the stadium. Oilers still hounding the Golden Knights again, 2-on-1. 2-on-0, actually. The Oilers are just crushing the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights have no swag right now. Petrangelo looks shaken up. Sounds like a Vander Kane. Is it roughing? Hey, Daniel, how you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Come on, little Ozbot. Daniel, you excited for the game tonight? Guard kid, what's going on? Golden Knights already lose the puck 8 seconds in the power play. Try to get my camera, and it's still not in a good spot. I think that's the best it's going to be, everybody. A minute left on the on the Golden Knights power play. Perry just nobody was on him. He just got to skate in. No one touched him. It's that simple. That's all that happened. Golden Knights dumped, or excuse me, they lose the puck again. Yeah, the Golden Knights lose the puck again. It gets dumped out. They have to pick it back up. Jack Eichel skates in, still holds, and it gets back to Shea Theodore. Him and Eichel teaming up on this power play. Eichel cross ice feed, but he wasn't ready for it. The jamming attempt by Stone. Eichel couldn't get there either. Tremendous defense and goaltending by the Oilers right now. Theodore, Eichel again. They're going to go for it again. Eichel, left circle, holds it. Backhands it to Theodore at the top blue line. Eichel Stone jams it, bounces. Ripper. And a broken stick for the Golden Knights, so it's some 4-on-4 hockey for 15 seconds. They got Dorothea vomit. They only got 10 seconds left. Hurdle in the slot. I think he must have missed the goal. A clear by the Oilers. That power play's over. Not only is it over, that puck is deep. Whoa, Oilers! 3 players almost convert on another tic-tac-toe goal. The Golden Knights have to be very, very careful. They're going down. It feels like they're going down real fast. White Cloud takes a penalty against McDavid. Power play. Power play. Oh man, this commercial. I think the Oilers are gonna crush them. The Golden Knights, the Oilers are gonna score in this power play. They're gonna go up 2-0. I think this is a game where Aiden Hill could even get pulled. Honestly, the Golden Knights are not a come from behind team either. The Golden Knights are a team that they gain their dominance early in the hockey game and then they just maintain it, and then other teams just get crushed by their overwhelming force. So that's just kind of where we're at. The Oilers definitely feel like they're coming back. And it's just crazy to see that what they're doing. And maybe what they're doing is maybe they're feeling way too confident right now. Maybe they're feeling way too confident. And so they're like, you know what? We're gonna put in Skinner. And even if we lose, we're confident that all right, we'll switch back to the card and we'll just come back or Pickard or whatnot, and we'll just start winning again. So we'll see kind of how it goes. But I have a feeling that the Oilers are just gonna steamroll the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights just doesn't feel like their self-esteem is in the hockey game, and that's what's really gonna make it so difficult. Here they come, Oilers on the power play. McDavid tries to drop, and it drops out of the into the neutral zone. Here they go. Drysdale boosts in on the right side. He'll peel. Hold, looks. Jesus. Same thing. All by himself on the right side. Gives it to Bouchard. Bouchard sends it over. He receives it back. Sends it in the front of the net. And it just goes straight to the net. Into the back of it. Score! Bouchard! Oilers up 2-0. Series is over. Is that Corey Perry again, they're saying? Oh, my TV remembered to keep me in sports mode. 2-0 for the Oilers. And their offense right now, it's so pressing right now that it feels like they're honestly going to go up 3 or 4-0. It's that type of hockey game. Golden Knights, they're doing everything they can to attack right now. But right now, honestly, what I feel like in this game, in this series, feels like the Golden Knights can't adapt. The Golden Knights feel like a team that they have to play one way and they're going to win one way. And if they don't win that way, they just lose. And honestly, I feel like that's how they lose all their series. I don't feel like the Golden Knights are an adaptive hockey club. I think with certain clubs, the way that they win is just by sticking to their strategy. And there are some teams that just for whatever reason that strategy is just completely useless against. It just doesn't work. It's just slimy. It falls right off. It just doesn't work for whatever reason. For whatever reason it happens, right? And it feels like when the Golden Knights run into those teams, they they just lose. They run into certain problems and they just can't out them. And then they just sit there like, I don't know how to out this problem, and we'll keep doing it the same way. And that's what I feel like is going to happen tonight and for the rest of the series. I feel like if they're going to get swept now. There's no way the Golden Knights come back in this series anymore. Do you think this game will go into overtime? No. Not with the way the Oilers are playing. Barbashev comes up and takes a slap shot. The Golden Knights haven't done anything to prove to me that they're like going to get back in this hockey game. I think a lot of it also is the Golden Knights' temperament. I don't know if they're. Oh, here they come. Carlson and Smith. Smith goes for the shot. But believe it or not, Skinner kind of gets in the way of the shot and trips Smith. He goes flying into the boards. So the misfit line, they're on the ice. They had that great opportunity, but now it looks like the Oilers are just going to dump. They're going to try and dump that puck in. And now we got another commercial break, everybody. But no, honestly, does anyone feel does anybody else feel the exact same way? Man, it's just there's just no way anything is happening. It's kind of just sad to watch. Like if you're a golden, like watching the Golden Knights crumble is kind of interesting. They're just they're just so good right. They're just not stopping right now. Here we go. The play is live. Golden Knights trying to recover, trying to win a hockey game. Down 2-0 in the series, down 2-0 in this hockey game. We're only in the first period. We still got 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Oilers keep it deep. Centering feed, another opportunity. So dangerous. The Golden Knights just don't have that quick bounce, that quick bite right now that the Oilers have. A little bit of rough stuff. A little bit of rough stuff. A little bit of rough stuff. Teams are going to change. Rotate. I can't really tell for scoring, but I can feel an backyard kid. You have a sixth sense for overtime. Backyard kid just knows that overtime is going to happen. And Oilers win another faceoff. I think the Oilers have probably won every faceoff. 2-on-1. Golden Knights. Waugh can't get it around. Out in front. Golden Knights score. Nick Waugh. There's the goal. Oh my gosh, we might have a hockey game. I needed to see the Golden Knights score, or this hockey game would have been over real fast. Wow. So Skinner fell and it just got flipped into the net. That was kind of funny. Golden Knights need that. That's a huge. You can't go down into the next period without a goal. You can't. You really can't. If they can tie this game, they reset the hockey game. Now the Oilers know that they're not impervious. And we got more hockey, everybody. We got more hockey. Here they come. Oilers centering feed, and that's going to bounce off the boards. Golden Knights, Eichel. The Golden Knights' main compadre, their main gun. Gets the puck deep, but the Oilers figure that out real fast and get that puck out. Dude, I was right about to look at the stats. Here we go. Riley Smith scores! Front and backhand, Golden Knights tie it. We have a hockey game. We have a hockey game. 9 shots for the Golden Knights, 4 shots for the Oilers. Wow, the Golden Knights actually have a higher face-off win percentage. I thought it was all Oilers. We actually have a hockey game tonight. Thank goodness. Now I wonder how if Skinner's gonna come back. I wonder if Skinner's coming back. Now you really, really, really gotta start wondering why. What the F was going through the heads of the Oilers organization to switch Pickard for Skinner? If the Oilers lose this game, whoever decides to start Skinner tonight is going to have a lot of questions. answering to do. Carlson sent that puck in. Golden Knights with honor and dignity. They attack again. Right now, like this game is crazy that's going on right now because the Oilers, kind of where we're at right now, it felt like they had it. Felt like they had everything they could have needed. And now, not necessarily. Just get the puck to the front of the net and they almost get a slammer in. Oilers not giving up. This is where the hockey game is really going to pick up. The Nuke Force, the game is finally started hyping up. I agree, the Nuke Force. First, the Oilers came out slapping really, extremely hard. Their force, their shots, their precision. 2 goals off of 4 shots. Insanely precise. The Golden Knights did not give up. And with Noble on it, they have tied the hockey game. 2-2 hockey game. But if there's anything the Golden Knights have to be careful about, it's letting the Oilers skate around in their zone and not playing man on man hockey. You got to man up. And for the Golden Knights, or excuse me, for the Oilers, you're just like put Pickett back in. I mean, it's that feels like it's that simple. I mean, you got to put in both Skinners or nothing. Oilers mess up an offensive opportunity. No, Jack Eichel gives the puck away to Bouchard. Wow, Eichel, how embarrassing if this leads to a goal. Eichel had the puck all the way in the offensive zone. It was a 2-on-1. But he does an awkward cross and then gives it to the Oilers. It was just whack. Carlson, here he goes. Golden Knights, they're attacking. They give it to Hannafin. He takes the shot to the front of the net, but it just goes wide. So Riley Smith dumps it back to White Cloud. White Cloud has it over to Hannafin. Golden Knights on the attack. Holding. They send it to Hannafin. He skates up. Can't get it to, was it Carlson? No, that was Smith over there. Golden Knights in a bit on the midst of a change. Can't really control the puck too well, so they're just going to rip it into the Oilers zone, and that puck comes out just as fast as it went in. Golden Knights back in the zone. Carlson dumps the puck in. To Kolasar. Kolasar and Bouchard battle along the boards. 4 seconds left in the first period. And we got a tie 2-2 hockey game, everybody. Oilers are pushing the Golden Knights. Almost a little bit of rough stuff. $15 on 5 hits, $16 on 7 hits. Golden Knights doubling the hits. The physicality coming from the Golden Knights, trying to knock the Oilers off their game. Honestly, didn't work to start out the hockey game. 8-11 faceoffs won, so the Oilers are taking more faceoffs. They are getting control of the puck immediately, and that is leading to extremely, extremely dangerous offensive opportunities for the Oilers then. Going on to the block shots, 4-on-4, so both teams jumping in front of the puck just as much as the other. And then we'll get down to takeaways and giveaways, 2 apiece for both teams on takeaways, and giveaway 6-5. So both teams as guilty for the same amount of mistakes. Both teams as guilty for the same amount of opportunities. But that's going to do it for our first period. I'm going to go on a period intermission, everybody. I will be back for the second period. See you soon. It's Week Hagen. Yeah. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm a minute late. I'm a minute late. I'm a minute late. I'm a minute late to the hockey game, to the hockey game, to the ha 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 ha. Ha. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. And doing some lifting. Yeah, yeah. We do lifting when we wait. This is what I do during the period intermissions. You want to see me? Like pump? Yeah, pump. Yeah, pump. I'm just kidding, everyone. I'm just kidding, everyone. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. A little period intermission. Golden Knights tied the hockey game. Oilers came up and they scored like 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, and we thought it was over. We thought the Oilers just had their just foot on the throat of the Golden Knights. But now Golden Knights showing that they exist. They got some fight in them. They got some fight in them. So Golden Knights apparently haven't given up. Oilers are in. Wrap around. Ooh, no, he got defended. That was a beautiful opportunity. Here they come. Oilers are attacking. Nugent Hopkins has it on the boards, but he's harassed by Barbashev. Howden comes in there with a big hit. Separates the Oilers from the puck, and Theodore's just going to bang it off the boards and ice the puck. Nope, icing waved off, apparently. Golden Knights, they're going to try and counterattack. Not a chance. Oilers, Kane takes the puck away. But then they just give it right back to the Golden Knights. So I don't know what point. That's not too efficient. When you steal the puck from the other team, do not give it right back. Very bad idea. Hanifin got to Eichel. The Golden Knights get it out of their zone. They're going to try to convert, but the Oilers have been getting it back down to the Golden Knights side of the ice for most of the period. I know we've only had 3 minutes go by so far, but this is the same dominance that we saw from the Oilers in the beginning of the hockey game. Golden Knights, they gotta convert to get it out of their zone, and they do. Theodore and Barbashev, they're their attacking players. Now the Oilers come up. They're on the attack. Shoved off the puck by Carlson. Is that Connor Brown? Must be. The funny thing about the Oilers is that like there's like 5 players on the team that I think you know their names of, and everybody else you have no idea who those players are. On the Oilers, I feel like you know like 5 of the players and nobody else. Yeah, and I was really impressed by the hits from the Golden Knights. And if anything, that might be one of the reasons why the Golden Knights might have an edge. That physicality can be difficult to play against. McDavid drops to Bouchard. He's going to take another shot. Kolasar takes control of the puck. Golden Knights get the puck deep. I wonder, I gotta see it. I think Ekholm must still be hurt. They're gonna roast me. Yeah, Ty Emberson, never heard of that guy. Jake Wallman, we know him. Klingberg, yep. 36. Kulak. All right, everybody, let me know. How's your bracket doing? I know everybody here has a bracket. I gotta know how it's going. Oh, who got their helmet ripped off? Is that Eichel? See his frizzy hair. Petrangelo. He has it. Golden Knights are attacking again. Carlson, beautiful pass to Barbashev, but I think it may have skipped once. And just like that, a failed offensive opportunity for the Vegas Golden Knights. Somehow the puck bounces all the way back, and now the Oilers have an opportunity to attack. It's just crazy how the momentum is swinging in this hockey game. Here they come again, a slapper. Redirected. 10 shots for the Golden Knights, 8 shots for the Oilers. It was all Oilers to start the beginning of the first and second period. But as time continues to tick, it feels like the Golden Knights are the endurance team. Skinner holds on to that puck. We're going to get another commercial break? I think we're going to get another commercial break. We are. Do some of my lifting off screen while I talk hockey. So for this hockey game, who do I think? I still think the Oilers are going to win. I still think they're just binging this right now. I think I think when Skinner gets pulled, because I think the Golden Knights will probably make it 4-2. That's my guess. They'll make it 4-2 again, and then the Oilers will switch Skinner out, put in Pickard, and then I feel like once they do that, they're going to come back and win. And I feel like that will do it. The Golden Knights are just one win. I mean, they have to lose 2 more games to lose the series, but going down 0-3 in the series is the same thing as losing. Reverse sweeps they just don't really happen. They just don't really happen. This woman's dress is a Stanley Cup. Well, I guess every fan has their own way of dedication, everybody. Every fan has their own way of dedication. Is Stone hurt? Off. Golden Knights win the face-off, but they kind of just shiv the puck and somehow regain control of it. Dorofeev behind the net. Comes out. Eichel holds the puck. Gives it to Theodore. Back to Eichel. Shot. It goes back and hits the boards. Are you going to say a hand pass? I think it was a hand pass between Dorofeev and Eichel. It's another fantastic night to talk hockey. Watch the game and talk hockey with me. Oilers have it in the zone. All alone in front. Opportunity there. Beautiful passes for the Oilers. Back and forth, back and forth. But they do not finish it. Here they come the other way. Golden Knights, Riley Smith. Carlson, shot. Say skinny. Bouchard passes it up to Nudgkins. Nudgkins skates a little bit before sending it up. A little too far for Kane. And Nudgkins was all alone there, sitting in front of the net. If that give and go would have connected, that would have been a goal. Golden Knights playing lazy. Theodore in center stage sends it to Skinny. It's in front. Kolasar can't get the puck. He misses it. Can the Oilers counterattack? They send it across the ice for Nudgkins. They're over the blue line, but they're going to rule it offsides as no control was kept. No control on that puck. This game is starting to heat up. I'm all about it. Backyard kid. Nuke Force. I'm calling it 2-2. I'll turn 3-3. Then the Oilers will take it 4-3. Backyard kid. Honestly, not a bad idea. I'm getting my mind. Hold on. I found it. What are you finding? What do you find in the backyard? Golden Knights chip that puck up. McDavid skates in. Heels. It centers. And Petrangelo, he just sends the puck in. Who is, dude, I got to figure out who's number 70 on the Golden Knights. That's a player I don't recognize. Tanner Pearson, okay. It's just crazy that William Karlsson and Riley Smith are your third line. It's just funny to me. That's why the Golden Knights are such a fun hockey team. Is they're just so deep. It's just, you're just like, oh my gosh, this team can get through anybody at any time they want. Oilers dump that puck in. No, they keep it in. Oilers keep the puck in. What can they? No, they ain't got nothing with it. Do something. All right, Golden Knights. What you got? What you got? Puck's in the zone. Oilers working it up the boards. Now through neutral zone. Frederick sends it alongside the left side of the boards. However, Dorofeev runs into White Cloud and loses the puck. Oilers in control again. A clapper, 89-mile-an-hour clapper on top of that. The Oilers get a shot on net after an embarrassing play by the Golden Knights running into each other. That could have ended in a goal just like that. That's all it could have taken. Dude, they keep on talking about expansion in Atlanta. It's possible. They just need you literally just need competent ownership. I don't know. I don't know why that's so hard to figure out. Like everyone knows they had so much potential. They had a first overall draft pick, Ilya Kovalchuk. I mean, they had potential. They just drove their organization in the ground. And honestly, I think the NHL for every man, my throat's getting really dry. I apologize, everybody. But I think the NHL needs to have like a buyback program for every franchise, saying like if you f up this many times and this bad, we get you have to give your franchise up. You have to pay us to take your franchise. There's a fee. I think teams should have to pay a fee if they've been bad for too long, or by paying a fee and then eventually relinquish back to the league. Like the Sabres, like, hey, you missed the playoffs. It's been like 10 years. Figure something out. We're gonna start penalizing you. Or you can give your team back to the NHL and give, not sell, give. You can just lose your $1 billion investment. And honestly, I think that'd be a really great idea for the NHL because then they're like, all right, we literally just inherited all this. And now there's a big fund that is used. I think like the NHLPA and all their funds like that are used for donations and used to help struggling organizations or other things like that. I feel like the NHL could definitely pull a lot more money into that, especially from expansion fees too. I think there's just so many teams to bring back. It's just insane. You bring back Kansas City, you bring back Hartford, you bring back Quebec City, you bring back Atlanta. There's 4 huge markets. I still think you bring back. I think you bring back every team, bro. I think you can. I literally can just smoke crack and stay up to like 4 in the morning, 4 weeks from now, and just write in my journal about expansion. It's just nothing's more unique than expansion. Nothing's more exciting than having just fabled franchises battling once another for just this beautiful trophy, this beautiful honor. These on ice gladiators, like there's a reason why this sport is so fantastic. And at least in my opinion, I don't like seeing clubs fail, and I don't like seeing clubs be embarrassed. Oilers are actually on a power play. I think it was Barbashev took the penalty. I don't remember what the penalty was for. But for me, when you see like franchises that have been run poorly, like, oh, they haven't gone here, they haven't done that. I feel like every league needs a buyback program. Says, hey, if you can't figure this out, or if you're screwing up these prospects, like it's not even like winning the trophy. It's can you make it to the playoffs? Can you be like can you make it to the playoffs? If your team can't make it to the playoffs, or if you're like why can't you make it to the playoffs? Why can't you figure out how to build a competitive roster? And I feel like there will be variables that will be looked at, like how many like 1-goal games you lose, how many like overtime losses, like all these type of things will be taken into consideration. But I feel like after like you've had so many problems and like if you're an organization that's tarnishing the NHL's image, like the Coyotes ownership, they were lying to like they weren't paying the hotels, they weren't paying certain tabs, certain airlines, like all these agreements that franchise had, they were defaulting on a lot of their bills. They weren't paying their bills, and the lack of paying those bills was kind of like the thing that made it so like the NHL like had to legitimately say we we gotta get rid of this, like you guys can't have this team, this team can't exist, you guys don't want this team to exist, you don't want this team to be successful. Well, looks like Hill lost his goal stick, and it is the end of the Oilers power play. Puck comes back to neutral ice. I just feel like all the teams that have died, they didn't really die for a reason. They died just to poor management and a young league. And even though certain teams were meant to replace other teams, it doesn't mean that I don't feel like those teams shouldn't exist. For example, Colorado having the Rockies. Now, I think that would be very difficult considering there's a baseball team named the Rockies. I think the hockey team must have came first. But I think that would be a very unique thing that the league look at. I think that there's a lot of retro things that the league could look at, that the league could work on so that they could make things work. I mean, because like I just listed off a few easy ones, right? You have Atlanta, Quebec City, Hartford, and Kansas City. So those are four right there. Then Minnesota has a team. Columbus has a team. California has teams. I guess I think those are the main ones over there. But those are some of the other teams that could exist. There's a lot of players that you can choose a lot of these teams. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no, the game's still not on. But there's just a lot of teams. So there's a lot of places that like got teams after the original teams left or whatnot. Cleveland Barons. Now they have the Columbus Blue Jackets. You have California Golden Seals that came out with the LA Kings, and now there's the San Jose Sharks. You have the Minnesota North Stars come up, and now there's the Minnesota Wild. Yeah, the Colorado Rockies come up, but now they're the Colorado Avalanche. There's a lot of teams that have been in a certain location that have moved on or they've grown other franchises. I'm gonna look that up right now, actually. Rockies. Rockies sports. Rockies baseball. Wraparound for Hurdle almost went in. Beautiful save by Skinny though. 15 minutes gone in the second period. Hockey baseball team came in 93. Rockies NHL. So they were the Rockies in 1976 to 82. So they existed for 6 years. But I think that's one of those hard things with like naming and whatnot that some of these teams I don't think could come back. But we'd want them to. We would really like the Rockies to come back. And that's like a really hard thing too, is like Atlanta, they had the Thrashers and they had the Flames. Atlanta legitimately could be a place that could host two markets, but the other thing then is that you have Calgary Flames because the team relocated. And then the team kind of grew with that name for a long, long time because that's been their team. But in order for, I think there'd be a lot of things that would have to happen for the league to kind of go back to being perfect. And I think that it's really close to impossible. It's really close to impossible. The only way that it could be possible is if you split the league up into two leagues and you had two divisions from one side and the other side, or four divisions, and at the end they all kind of like really mesh to see who's the best one. And honestly, I think that'd be a lot more fun to see a lot more of these teams compete towards the end. And I think it'd be a lot more fun if a lot of these teams didn't see each other. I would love it if the Minnesota Wild never saw, let's just say, the Vegas Golden Knights. They never saw them in regular season. Only see them in the playoffs. I think that'd be sick. Oh, beautiful give and go, back and forth. Golden Knights cross and score! 3-2 hockey game, Golden Knights. But I mean, for like a lot of these things, I mean, Atlanta would have two teams. Colorado would have two teams. There'd be a lot of markets that would have two teams that might not be able to. The league would have to work really difficultly or work very closely with to make sure that they'd be successful. I think in order for the NHL to truly work is that you have to get a lot of youth involved in the game and you got to do a lot of youth outreach. And I just don't think that the NHL has really looked into that. I think that youth floor hockey programs are the future of hockey, and I think youth hockey equipment is the future. I think renter rinks are going to be really, really important, and I feel like that's the future of hockey is rentable equipment, like skates and whatnot, and having legitimate people that are going to touch these skates up, that are going to have donations, that are going to be able to say like, hey, I mean, we'll have an Oreo center, we'll have a chewy bar center, or like just healthy things, like healthy lifestyle things, like hey, we'll have a Peloton center or whatnot. We'll have all these like we'll have all these like a Bauer or a CCM or like all these different things that like you can do for like hockey. I feel like there's so many different ways that you can show positivity within hockey. So many ways to make these leagues run perfectly. But imagine that. Imagine a fourth team in California, the Golden Seals. Imagine Minnesota with a second team. Imagine Missouri with a second team. Imagine Colorado with a second team. Imagine Atlanta with two teams. Like there's a lot of chaos that could happen. But then you look at some other expansion ideas. Look at Texas with maybe two teams. Look at honestly before that, I'd rather look at getting a hockey team in Wisconsin, if not just leaving the 2 teams in Minnesota. I think that'd be great. I think the more of these classic teams that you reconsider, the more you have of the league that's supposed to be. And the biggest thing about hockey is tradition. So I think for hockey, I feel like there's just so much potential for hockey. I really do. I feel like there's a potential for everyone to fall in love with this sport. What's going on the screen right now? Hill's goaltender mask got stripped off. Zach Hyman's to the penalty box. He's like, why? Can't believe this. Golden Knights lose the face-off. Now you're going to have to enter that zone entry again, everybody. Talk to me about expansion. It's all I want to hear. It's all I want to hear is expansion talk. This league has so much potential. This being a super league with players from all over the world, hockey players. There's so much potential. Oilers going for a shorthanded opportunity, but just didn't feel like they were skating fast enough. Eichel has it over the line, but he's getting shoved to the ice by Bouchard. Oilers can't clear it. Eichel really good at giving the puck away. McDavid harassing the Vegas Golden Knights. There's only 25 seconds left of the period. The Golden Knights not really getting too many opportunities on this power play. It feels like the Oilers, they're really collapsing. 2-on-1 for McDavid. End of the period. Beautiful defensive play by Hannafin. Pietrangelo also bounces the puck away. Oilers getting more opportunities than the Golden Knights on this power play. A clapper from half ice. Shot on net. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, everyone, that is period 2. Golden Knights up with a 3-2 lead. Didn't see that coming, but here we are. We still got another period to play. Golden Knights fail to score on a pivotal power play. And the Oilers extremely, extremely proud of themselves that they killed off that power play. I'll be back for that third period. Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. Ba 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 ba. We opening a hockey pack. Yeah, yeah. I have returned, but I never really left. Full strength. That power play's over. 3-2 hockey game in favor of the Golden Knights. Oilers can come from behind again. No other countries. No other countries. The hard part about getting into a global league is once see the way I see it is that you give the way that I see it is that you give upcoming prospects scholarships to hockey schools. That way those players can learn the language, learn the culture, and learn the proper skill to develop into an actual thriving hockey player that has the potential to grow into a hockey great. I feel the more hockey development that we have, the more that we're going to start growing better human beings too. I think athleticism is a beautiful dedication to one's life. I think the game of hockey, living and breathing the game of hockey, I think it's one of the ways that we can truly enjoy something together. My camera does what it wants. And then I have to reset my camera every time. Oilers skate the puck up the ice. They dump it in. Now Haig, he's going to help the Golden Knights get it out of their zone. Tanner Pearson and Dorofeev working together. Pearson had some time. Behind the net, Hurdle has a lot of time. Pearson, can the Golden Knights control this puck? Because that would be huge for them. Dorofeev with a big shot. The Oilers are going to have to have a lot more pep in their step. They're doing a lot more watching, while the Golden Knights are doing a lot of moving. A jam opportunity in front, but Dorofeev lets the puck just slip right past him. Mexico would be the only other place that I would consider having a team, but rather than having a team in Mexico, I'd rather just give Mexican prospects or Mexican players the opportunity to become player to do schooling in America or Canada or something like that. I would do more scholarship based things. That would be my opinion. That's what I would do. More scholarships. I have about a $40 million, $50 million budget for scholarships each year. Where these kids are going to be in my farm team, and then I'm going to have kids at my AHL team. I mean, there's just going to be so much hockey. No, yeah, I wouldn't like. See, that's the thing is that I feel like you could have a lot of exciting hockey teams, and especially bringing back a lot of these franchises. Like you bring back the Coyotes, you bring back the Golden Seals. There's just so many different ways to grow and build this league. Honestly, there's so many different ways to grow and build this league. And the other thing, it's like I don't know what happened. Like I don't think the NHL lost the Rockies trademark. So I think it's still with the NHL. I think all that history and the rights is with the NHL, so I don't know what they can do with it. But I feel like there's a way that you can bring this league back. And I think pods of 8 are pretty cool because it's reminiscent of high school. At least it was for me. We had like 8 other high schools in our district or whatnot. And I think that'd be really cool if the NHL had 4 different groups of 8 or whatnot. Maybe it'd have to be different because 4 groups of 8 would be 40 teams. And if we're at 32 right now, and if we look at, let's say, Quebec City, Hartford, Kansas City, yeah, Atlanta. That's 4 right there. That's half of the teams. Then it's hard for me to go like, all right, so then we'd want like at like North Stars. Oh, there's just a lot of teams to think about. I think we'd fill up all the teams with that. Looking at like Rockies and Barons and all these other things like that. And that's the other thing too. They're like, oh, I don't think some of these markets could support teams. I don't think some of these markets do enough to support the team, to promote the team. I think all of these teams could benefit from like legitimate outreach specialists, not just marketing. I don't think their marketing is doing enough. I think they need legitimate clientele interest. They need to have representatives from their teams going to schools, going to elementary schools, going to middle schools, getting kids involved, like getting kids to games, getting kids involved with these athletes, getting these athletes more involved with these communities. I mean, there's just so many different ways for these athletes to earn their paychecks, right? There's so many different ways for them to earn their paychecks. And helping out in the community and doing these community programs is just such an opportunity. So in my opinion, that would be one of the most important things. That would be one of the most important things. You get a lot of these kids involved in floor hockey, and then you which gets them involved in the sport, and then you can also kind of get them involved in like cards a little bit, where you'd have to send the kids home with the cards. That see the hard part about cards is that you don't want to be you don't want your facility. I don't know. The hard part about cards is that you would have to teach kids how to trade at a young age and say, hey, this is how a trade works. You find a card your opponent likes, or the other guy you find a card. I said your opponent. That's funny. So I'm so used to playing trading cards. If another hobbyist, oh, another hockey enthusiast is interested in trading with you, they would say, I'd like to look at your cards. You can ask, all right, sure. Can I look at your cards? And then you ask, I would value it at this. I value it at that. Blah, blah, blah. I think if they taught kids how to do that, there'd be a lot less sharking. And I think that's the fear is that some of these kids would get like these really expensive cards and then they just get sharked. But I think like having like NHL representatives or something with their kids or whatnot get involved. And yeah, there will probably be a lot of people that will sell their cards on eBay and maybe sell their signed stuff on eBay or whatnot, get rid of a lot of it. But I think the thing that they could do is that for all the signed memorabilia, like literally write it out to the child's name. So there's no such thing as a card that's not uniquely signed. I think that's another way too that memorabilia can, I don't want to say be tarnished, but I wouldn't be too happy if my name was Sam and I bought a jersey that said happy birthday Jake, happy 12th birthday Jacob. I'd be like, this is stupid. Yeah, it's a signed jersey, but it's made out to this Jacob kid when he turned 12. I don't know how many years ago that, and then it's like, and that was like 20 years ago. So this guy that's just like, that's all grown up just doesn't care anymore or wants the money or whatever. And we're in a commercial break. We're in a commercial break. Golden Knights win the face-off. They're going to get it out of their zone. 7 minutes. Done with period 3. Oilers still have yet to do their comeback, but well, I mean, I know it's going to happen. I have a feeling. Hey, Mod, come here. I feel like opening a pack of hockey cards. It's a Saturday. All right, everybody. Oh, it smells so powerful. Take out a pack of hockey cards, and I will open it for the stream.
Okay. Here.
Meta. Thank you, Mod. We're going to open up a pack of Metal Universe. And I saw they were showing spoilers for this year, and it looks great. Oh, man. I'm so excited I got that, like, in those hockey cards. They're beautiful. Slowly peel the pack. Hopefully we'll get something really neat. Nothing super thick. Maybe we can still get something. Maybe we'll get a player that's even playing tonight. Starting out with JT Comp. That is a beauty. Those spaceships in the back. Metals. It's a full foil set, so everything in this pack is going to be foil. Shea Theodore! He's playing tonight! Shea Theodore! And he's wearing the same jersey. He's one of the players that's going to definitely participate in a lot of the Golden Knights' offensive opportunities. One of their best players. Shea Theodore. Troy Terry for them Ducks. Quack, 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 quack. You got a quaction? Troy Terry. Honestly, I had him on my fantasy team for a few years. In purple. Mason McTavish, another Duck. Back to back quacks. Our next card is our hit. They're waving off the face-off. Here we go, everybody. Our hit of the night. Our hit of the weekend. Here we go, everybody. Eichel? Don't tell me it's a signed Eichel. Don't tell me it's a signed Eichel.
She has to review for us.
This might be a signed Eichel. Let's turn this camera.
You have two cards. So I think that
Oh, maybe not. Connor McDavid meltdown! Connor McDavid meltdown. That's insane. And not to mention Jack Eichel right behind him. Simon Edmondson is our rookie. But isn't that something? Jack Eichel versus Connor McDavid. The talk of the tournament, the talk of the match
holy cow.
is exclusively these two players. That's so awesome.
Is it numbered at all?
No special numbering on it,
Not the full one, unfortunately.
but it doesn't mean it's not super cool.
So cool.
We got, and that's a duplicate Jack Eichel. Looks like we already have a metal Jack Eichel sitting up there. Well, that was our cool hockey pack tonight, everybody. Connor McDavid and our Shea Theodore. We'll put Shea Theodore over Tomas Hertl. We got one Oiler and two Golden Knights in that pack with Shea Theodore and a Jack Eichel. We'll put up Eichel over the other Eichel, just so they can all participate. You got double Jack now. Skinner with a great save. We gotta get this McDavid in a sleeve. We gotta protect him. Every time I pick the wrong one. Hey, Mod, where are the sleeves for the hockey cards? They're not in the tins. Uh-uh. Do you think we did?
I can take it off for you.
Thank you. Replace her with Shea Theodore. This just sad. That was nice. Oh no. London Bridge is over here, everybody. Zoop. It's back up though. Shea Theodore has a big old nick at the top. Can I save him? Hard part about some of these metal cards is that their corners can get really mucked up. These three at least seem okay. Eichel comes in with Barbershop. Eichel just takes the shot. I think all these other guys are good to go. Oilers so close to scoring. Kind of cool that we got two. Wow, what a unique pack. 2 Red Wings, 2 Golden Knights, 2 Ducks. Putting the cards in the sleeves, everybody. We got our cards protected. Michael's really good shape. Shea Theodore back up. All right, everyone. We'll leave our. Oh my gosh. Skinner, you'll be replaced because you've been bad tonight. And if you're the Oilers, I think you're committed to Skinner at this point. For this hockey game, I think you're committed. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Oilers need 1 goal to tie it up. Golden Knights need this game to stay alive in the series. If they don't win this game, they're practically dead. Hank has the puck. Front end, backhand, dumps that puck in. Commercial intermission, everybody. Mark Stone's injured enough. Wow. Another boring commercial. Oilers trying to control in their zone. Let's casting for this game. We got 4 minutes to go. Golden Knights trying to keep the puck in the zone. A ripper from Dorofia, but that puck just bounced and went wide, not even on net. Oilers. They're gonna send that puck all the way on the ice. And the Oilers get there to negate the icing. And they do get a shot on net. 16 shots for the Oilers, 22 for the Golden Knights, so not a whole lot for the Oilers. It's like the Capitals bad. That's an extremely low amount of shots. 16 shots with 4 minutes left to go? Not good. Oilers A-list is on the ice. They're taking shots. They're getting rebounds. McDavid rebound. Huge rebounds for the Oilers. And the Golden Knights ice the puck. Hill is not happy. Hill is not happy. He knows the Oilers are great, but they're just getting way too many opportunities with this line on. It just feels like the Golden Knights don't have anything to do to negate the McDavid line. And at this point, they need one. They need one. A shot for the Oilers again, a glove save, Hill. Multiple screens in front of the net. Aiden Hill is just locked F in. He is so locked in right now. Face off. Win Golden Knights. McDavid maintains possession, gives it to his team. Bouchard, McDavid. He skates, curls again, gets it center, score! Score! Tie game! Oilers! Game over, Golden Knights. It happened again. They came back. Oilers, that's insane. I'm actually starting to get pretty disgusted of the Golden Knights right now. Hold a lead. Hold a lead. Just like that. Just like that. Pietrangelo rips that puck out just for an icing. The Golden Knights are pissed. Oilers are in the offensive zone. See, the Golden Knights don't make you scared. They're deep, but they don't make you scared. The Golden Knights, their top line makes you, or excuse me, the Oilers, their top line makes you scared. The Golden Knights used to be scary. They're not scary anymore. They're kind of just good. They're competitive. McDavid back to Bouchard. It's almost like they're going to play with the same two players again. Golden Knights try to dump it. Oilers dump to neutral ice. Giveaway. McDavid comes in. He can't get through the Golden Knights. And he's out of breath. He has no energy left. He just goes straight to the bench. Nurse just shoots. It went into the netting. And this is where the Golden Knights, this is when you're a team in their spot, you quit believing in one another. Wow. Embarrassing. Connor McDavid right here, everybody. We got him. We got him. We packed the McDavid tonight. And he'll make the Golden Knights melt down. This is insane. I can't believe we're at this point. Golden Knights shot that goes wide. A minute 30 left. Golden Knights. Eichel. He does not want to choke this. Shot for the Golden Knights. Another block. Oilers not letting anything go through. And right now, we have that overtime feeling. Oilers are ready to come back. Oilers ready to go up through. They're ready to get back to the Stanley Cup, but they're not. They're not going to beat the Stars. The Golden Knights, they're done. They're done. This many chokes, 3 chokes in a row, all these comebacks that you're allowing, this lack of identity, the consistent mortgaging. I think if you're the Golden Knights, you want to rebuild. You get close to it possibly. I don't know why I'm sounding the red alarm, but Golden Knights better be careful about how many players they pick up, rather than looking at some of the top players they have right now and seeing if they might be a better fit on another team. Carlson just skates all the way down the ice. Riley Smith, oh, he hit the post. Did he hit the post? Wow, that's cool. The Golden Knights may have won at the last second. Carlson and Smith could have ended the game at 1 second at the end. We might have a buzzer beater. It's a goal! It's a goal! With 2/10 of a second left. Draisaitl scored on his own net. Draisaitl scored on his own net. He redirected the puck into the net. With a second left. It's over. The Golden Knights fight their way back into the series. What just happened? Skinner just lost them the game. Draisaitl redirects the puck right into the net. What an end to the hockey game. Comeback streak is over, and the questions of why did you play Skinner are louder than ever. What a way to end the game. McDavid heroics. Misfit line heroics. I was ready to sound the red alarm. 23 to 20 shots in favor of the Golden Knights. 42 to 30 hits in favor of the Golden Knights. 23 to 29 hits in favor of or faceoff wins in favor of the Oilers. So Oilers getting more of the puck possession. 13 to 17 block shots in favor of the Oilers. And you get to watch the camera gets bonked. So it's fun to watch the camera replay as it goes gunk. That's it. That's it. Wow. 5 takeaways by the Golden Knights, 4 by the Oilers. 14 giveaways by the Golden Knights and 17 by the Oilers. And that does it, everyone. Game is over. Golden Knights win. Just the same way that the Blues lost. Oilers lose the same way, but they don't lose the series. They just lose one game. Now we have a legitimate series, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. This is Week Aiken. I'll be back tomorrow. You already know what it is. Have a good night, everyone. We'll catch you later.